finally back in Epcot. Here we go.
Name tiles. You can go get your photo and name tile.
Wait, guys. We're on the Finding Nemo ride.
I am looking for my son.
Oh, I can help. Oh,
It's Nemo.
Where?
I don't know where. That's why we're trying to find him.
Find who?
Oh, Nemo! Where are you, Nemo?
Who's Nemo?
He's my son. You know that.
I do.
We went on a huge adventure together, which you don't remember at all.
Poutine from Canada, which has the fries, the signature potato soup or cheese soup, and then the cheddar curds. Are you ready?
What?
Are you ready? We're on the
I'm ready
boat.
to go to Japan and have some food. We're at Epcot finally, and I want to see all the countries. Thank you.
Hello, we're on a boat. Nice boat. We're going to Europe.
Don't rock the boat.
No, right now we're going
Okay, folks, welcome aboard the Refreshment Port. The Refreshment Port on boats in motion. Thank you all for not smoking. Start standing back there. Continue to hang on the handrail and seat back. We just left Canada, folks. We're headed over to Morocco. Once we get over to Morocco, we come right back to Canada. Back and forth all day long. The last boat will be 7:30 p.m. this evening, guys. Going back and forth. Pretty soon here, I'll take not too long from now, the technicians will be bringing out the smaller barges, the fireworks barges, that will actually attach to all those white buoys you see out there. So stay tonight at 9 o'clock. Illumination, reflection, diverse, the fireworks spectacular. Pick out a good spot. Usually someplace between the UK and Norway over there. Also in front of Italy is another good location. Just keep in mind, don't get behind any of these three islands.
stand down there.
It will block about 30% of your view of the show. Enjoy that, guys, tonight at 9 o'clock. The performers, acrobatic performers, they're out there today. It's a wine steward and a waiter. Pretty entertaining show. Haven't had a chance to see that. Look for that. Okay, guys, we're now making our approach to the dock here in Morocco. Make sure you gather all your personal items, guys. Wait until the captain gets you all clear to go and show. Jets, enjoy the rest of the time. So we'll show you.
We were all saying we would start once after the table food.
No, Dad, we're not going to do that.
What are we doing?
Just don't worry about it.
What?
Yeah, just wait till later, okay? We're now in Japan. Let's go over here. We're eating dinner at the Teppan Edo, whatever. Here's the big market. So this was the Sashu squeeze, which was your choice of fresh squeezed grapefruit, lemon, or orange juice mixed with a cold glass of crisp sashu on the rocks. Originally, I thought that was a form of sake, but sashu is actually a distilled beverage with less than 45% alcohol by volume. It is typically distilled from rice, barley, sweet potatoes, buckwheat, or brown sugar, while sake is actually fermented. This was a very fun little thing, how they brought you over the fresh fruit and you had to squeeze it yourself and then pour it into the drink. It was very good and refreshing, especially on a very hot day, which it was that day. We were dying by this point, so yeah, having this nice refreshing drink was very, very good and nice. So Teppan Edo is like your typical hibachi steakhouse, very similar to Benihana's and all that. Typically though, I think this one, because of it being Disney, they added a little extra touch to it. When I've watched other videos of this place, it did seem way more amazing than your typical Benihana's. However, when we went, as you can see from the video, our chef, while the food was amazing and he was very nice, he didn't really put on much of a show. As like later on we saw all the other chefs around us where they were really getting into it, flipping stuff around, you know, making little noises, being very fun and interactive. Our chef, I mean, he just really wasn't that interactive, and it was kind of a little boring. I mean, I think a few times he tried. It might also be because the people that were at our table, they weren't really into it. There was one little girl on the table, and she just seemed completely bored by the whole thing. She wasn't even paying attention. Here he did do the volcano at least, but overall, yeah, it was not too great. Besides, again, the food was amazing, but the show was not as good. I would like to try it again. Everyone who had the steak said that it was some of the best steak they had. Tim actually thought the steak was a bit better than the steak he had at Chico, which he loved as well. The tofu was very good. So yeah, I mean, and the vegetables were good. Everything was amazing besides our overall show.
Okay.
Okay, I move to hit.
Too hot to eat.
You want us to take a picture of you guys?
Maybe. Thank you. So we ended up doing the ginger mousse cake and the mango mousse cake for dessert. Both were very good and light. So here we are in Japan. We just ate. What'd you guys think of your food?
Awesome. Very good.
Fantastic. We're having a great time.
The only complaint I have is that we did not get as much of a show as everyone else.
Well, because we had an older chef.
Yeah.
Luckily we were able to look at the other tables, but he was probably a little bit older than me and Steve, and I did, I had sympathy or empathy because we're like in the same boat.
Yeah, and the food was good.
So you say we didn't
yeah.
have
He
food,
still
so-
made good food.
Yeah,
Well,
he made the
well, didn't you
food
see
was
that the other
delicious.
ones were like throwing up the
Yeah, they were
knives and
throwing out
doing,
the
yeah.
silverware.
What was your complaint now? You said
Oh,
we
you didn't. Not much of
You
a
didn't do
show.
as
on
good
a
of
show,
a
didn't you
I really wasn't
Steve?
paying
My
attention.
camera right now?
Yeah,
But it was
you
still
see the
good.
other
Yeah, you're on
chefs that were
camera.
throwing-
Oh, there's our show right there. Yay. Let's go look over here.